Well, I don't know why the tears are here because I will tell you this. I appreciate the tears, right? But let me just tell you, just like the song says, tears do not make flowers grow. And the problem is,
This woman is fighting for her freedom, but the judge is fighting for something far more important: the life of her unborn child. Manakita Barrera believes she's in court for a small violation. She isn't. This hearing has turned into an emergency session meant to prevent a tragic history from repeating itself. Moments ago, the judge read a report about what happened to Manakita's other children, and now she's delivering a powerful message meant to wake this woman up before it's too late. As you watch, listen closely to Manakita's explanations. Do you see her as a victim of her situation, or as someone manipulating everyone around her?
all right, the court is calling 2025 CR 002-957W State versus Manakita de Jesus Barrera. Could I have parties announced?
Second Gallagher State.
And for the defense?
Good morning, Judge. Alfonso Cabañas for Ms. Barrera.
And are you Ms. Barrera?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Barrera, you have an attorney, a previous attorney appointed to you.
Yes, ma'am.
That attorney is in jury trial,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
he's been in jury trial and misdemeanor court for 3 days. He informed the court that if you wanted the new counsel assigned, he is fine with counsel being assigned. So do you have any objections to Mr. Cabanas being assigned as your new attorney?
That's fine.
All right, and Mr. Cabanas, you were assigned today. Do you request any time to prepare?
No, Judge, we were 10 days to prepare.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Barrera, did you review the motion to revoke community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Manakita Barrera who's placed on community supervision in 2025 CR 002-957W for the offense of fraudulent use or possession of identifying information, items under 5 on March 13, 2025 for a term of 2 years? Is that you?
Ma'am.
All right, state.
Violation of solution number 8 on or about 28th day of July 2025, Barrera County taxes, the defendant Ida Barrera failed to report a change of address to supervision officer in violation of condition number 8.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Any objections?
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 8, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 8? Court will find violation of condition number 8 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
No, Judge. State is requesting that you grant this motion and revoke the defendant's supervision explicitly based on things that are contained within course.
All right. And defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, we're asking that the court follow the recommendation by probation to send Ms. Barrera to felony drug court.
All right. So probation,
Yes, Judge.
is that what probation is recommending?
So the recommendation on the court summary is to amend for a TAP recommendation that she go to SATIF. She remains in Bear County until she gives birth, then participate in SATIF once she's medically cleared. I did look over previous information from the last MTR. This is her second MTR. She's been on probation not even a year, Judge. The last MTR, she was supposed to go to a NOS program. She wasn't accepted into NOS. She was supposed to have a felony drug court evaluation, and then return back to court. That did not happen. She was not accepted into the NOS program because my notes indicate the NOS program didn't accept her insurance.
Okay. So any objections to the court reviewing the court summary?
No, Your Honor.
All right. So here's the thing. Do I think you would be a good candidate for probation? No. We've tried things. But am I willing? Maybe things will change. Maybe there can be some help for you. I know that from reading this, well, I don't know why the tears are here, because I will tell you this, I appreciate the tears, right? But let me just tell you, just like the song says, tears do not make flowers grow. And the problem is you haven't been stepping up to the plate and doing what you're supposed to do. I'm reading the court summary, and you know what it says in here? Your parents have custody of your other children due to CPS issues. No, that's what that says here.
That's what it says, but I can get paperwork and proof from Attorney General that I have full rights to custody of my kids.
You should.
And I'm the custodial parent of all three. It's just, I'm waiting on my housing.
You shouldn't.
I've been bouncing from place to place, so that's why I didn't want to.
Let me just tell you, you should not have custody of your children. And this is what I don't understand. And I want you to internalize what I'm saying. I'm not trying to be mean, but people are just going out here having children, have no means to financially support them. According to this, you have 3 other children. So when I would do CPS cases, you know what I would tell my clients? I'm like, look, I'm going to give you a pass on your first child. Maybe you don't know, nobody told you how babies are made, right? So I'm going to give you a pass for that. But I would have clients who would be 20 years old and have 5 children. And I'm doing the math in my head. At some point, everybody knows where children are made. Do you know I had a CPS case once, and they were saying, well, Stephanie, we're going to place the child with the great grandparent. I was like, well, that's going to mess things up because, I'm hoping everybody will live forever. But I'm like, that great grandparent is too old. No, not too old. On the CPS side, we have grandparents who are like 40. I actually represented somebody once. I was representing the baby. And you know how old that baby's mom was? 12. People out here just running around, having children, not giving them any idea of what life is all about, just procreating. And here you are, you're out here just procreating. And you have no means to support. Oh, I'm placing my children with my grandparents because I don't want to be bouncing from place to place because I don't have a place to stay. Whose fault is that? Yours? Get a job. People always will find a place to make a baby, but they don't have a place to support their children. Now your children are with the maternal grandparents, and trust me, grandparents, guess what they want to do? They just want to be the fun grandparent. There are no rules here. I'm going to spoil my grandbabies and then send them back home to you. But they can't because you're not doing anything.
I've actually been waiting on my housing.
Now, here's the thing. You're waiting on housing. Guess what? You're not providing that housing. The government is providing housing, which means taxpayers are providing housing. And I got news for you. There's a government shutdown. And I don't know why you would choose to get pregnant, because people know how babies are made, when you don't have your life together. And you don't even have your 3 children with you. Now you're crying before me because you don't want to go to the state jail facility. And let me just tell you, I would send you for 2 years, right? And you know what would end up happening? You would be at the state jail facility. And when your baby was born, somebody would be right there to pick up your baby. Somebody in the form of the state, Child Protective Services. And either it would be placed with your maternal grandparents, but your mom may say, you know what? I can't take any more children. And then you know what ends up happening? Then your siblings are separated. Because somebody will adopt your baby. Your attorney will tell you, guess what? It's always easy to get a newborn baby adopted, because you know why? People are looking to adopt children. Guess what they figure? There isn't too much damage that a parent could have done to this child, unless they were using drugs while they were carrying the child. They are ready to go and take that baby. And you know, on the CPS side, when you place children with foster parents, they're just supposed to foster. We're going to be here. We're a stopgap for the parent. The parent's going to get their life together. But you know what really happens? Foster parents fall in love with the children. Next thing you know, they're hiring an attorney, and that attorney is filing motions so that they can adopt your child and your rights can be terminated. And then that's how you have a bunch of people walking around on the planet, don't even know they're related, because people like you are just procreating. And then you come before me crying because you haven't done what you're supposed to do. So I'm going to give you a choice. Do I think you will be successful on this probation? Absolutely not. But, I can be proved wrong. I don't have a crystal ball. I can send you, let you do your two years at the state jail facility now, or you're going to stay at the jail till you're ready to be transferred to inpatient treatment or felony drug court. And I can tell you, felony drug court, they have said that they're down a probation officer, so they can't take as many people or accept as many people as they normally would. So that's where we are. But suffice it to say, you're not going to be with your child. So either you're not going to be with your child because you're going into the state jail facility for 2 years, or either you're not going to be with your child because you're going to be in inpatient treatment. And with your child, if your grandparents don't pick up your child from the prison of the Bexar County Jail, Child Protective Services, they're going to be called anyway. They're going to do an investigation to see if it's appropriate for your child to go with your maternal grandparents. And if they say no, then CPS will have custody of your child. And I see in here where your mother don't even know where you are. Spoke to mom who stated she hasn't seen her daughter, but I'll tell her to call probation if she finds her. So instead of you helping your mother with your children, you're just out here procreating. So which do you prefer? 2 years in the state jail facility, or either you're going to remain in the state jail facility, remain here at the Bexar County Jail till you're transferred to somebody's inpatient treatment or felony drug court. Which do you prefer?
I would like to try to get rehab or drug court now.
All right, the court is going to deny the motion, alternate amend conditions. She's to remain in custody for a transfer to felony drug court. We're going to do an updated TAP. And regardless of what the TAP says, it's going to be inpatient treatment. And once she's released, there's going to be field visits until further notice. Is there anything else?
Not from defense counsel, Judge.
All right, we can go off the record. So do not come to me. If you're back here again for this, don't come because you're wasting your tears, not helping flowers grow. You understand? All right. If you graduate from felony drug court, I'll come to your graduation.
Can I say something?
Sure.
The only thing is I waited 9 weeks before I was notified that the rehab nurse had rejected me. I do have Medicaid. I'm not understanding why they rejected my Medicaid. And I wasn't told, they never called me out. I barely got my court date 2 weeks ago to reappear in front of you. If I would have, I kept asking and asking what the situation was with my case, and they wouldn't tell me.
Let me ask you this. All of your trying, you were successful in finding time to find some guy and have a baby, become pregnant. You're able to do that, but you were not able to be present for your field visits. You're not available to report to probation because they couldn't find you. You're able to do all of that.
I was reporting on this came dirty about UAM. I wouldn't show up for my report dates.
No, they tried to find you. They could not.
That's towards the end. Just
So
I was kicked out from where I was staying, and my belongings had got stolen. My cell phone had got stolen. That's why I wasn't able to receive the phone call.
but here's the thing. You are able to contact someone so you can have a baby and become pregnant.
I was already pregnant
So-
by the time I got out to probation.
All right, good luck to you.
In the end, Maniquita Barrera will stay in jail until she's moved to a treatment facility, which means she'll likely give birth behind bars. Judge Boyd's words were harsh, no doubt about it. But were they necessary? Do speeches like that really help someone turn their life around? Or do they just make things worse? It's rare to see a judge get this personal. What do you think? Tough love or going too far? Share your thoughts below